Cerberus narrations. Because who needs sleep anyway?
I feel the soft patter of water on my head. I look up at the small holes that project the only light I can see. Water is coming through, raining on me. It feels wonderful. The water isn't clean though. It contains all the dirt and sweat from your busy day. I stick my tongue out, tasting you. Then comes my favorite part. You clean your hair, and some pieces come out. They travel through the holes, landing next to me. I scrape them up, moving to put them with the rest. I have a large collection of them. I've been collecting them since you were young. I have enough now to make a wig out of them. The water ceases, and you leave the view of my holes. I place your hair on my head, strands falling on my face. I inhale deeply, smelling you. I can only wait until you shower again, so I can show you my new hair. The guest room, I groan, throwing my hands up. I'm not sleeping there, I tell my dad. I'm sorry, but if you want your lights and everything in that dump fixed, then... Fine. I go upstairs and grab my pillows, charger, and phone. It's already pretty late, so I decide not to bother my dad about that really creepy painting of some face on my back wall. In the morning, I find that the painting of the face is just gone. Now, just a window. My sister's funeral was earlier today. She was my little sister, practically still a baby. She didn't deserve to die, and not the way that she did. Mangled, crushed flat and churned up under a car's wheels. They wouldn't let us see the body. I haven't told my parents it was a suicide yet. I should tell someone, at least, because no one believes the driver when he tells them that she honestly did jump into the road out of nowhere. An innocent man's life is being ruined because of my sister's selfishness. I told her she was being selfish, and I told her she would regret it. But I honestly didn't think that she would do it. I thought she was too young to mean something as serious as that. The guilt is incredible. You wouldn't believe it. I wasn't there for her, and I should have been. I should have helped her, and I didn't. I don't know if I can live with it. Maybe she had the right idea. I was right about one thing though. Her regretting it. I could hear her crying in the coffin, all the way through the service. Daddy, I had a bad dream. You blink your eyes and pull up on your elbows. Your clock glows red in the darkness. It's 3:23. Do you want to climb into bed and tell me about it? No, Daddy. The oddness of the situation wakes you up more fully. You can barely make out your daughter's pale form in the darkness of your room. Why not, sweetie? Because in my dream, when I told you about the dream, the thing wearing Mummy's skin sat up. For a moment, you feel paralyzed. You can't take your eyes off of your daughter. The covers behind you begin to shift. When I was a child, I lived in a rented 2-floor house. Both my parents worked, so I was often alone when I came home from school. One early evening when I came home, the house was still dark. I called out, "Mum?" and heard a voice say, "Yes," from upstairs. I called my mum again, and again got the same "yes" reply. I felt she was calling back at me, and climbed up the stairs. When I reached the first floor, I called her once more, and the voice, "Yes," came from the furthest room. I felt both uneasy, but a strong urge to see my mother, and started to walk towards the room. But just that moment, I heard the front door downstairs open, and my mother come in, carrying a lot of shopping bags. "Sweetie, are you home?" my mother called in a cheery voice. Hearing her voice made me feel instantly better, and I turned back to go downstairs at once, but not before I had a quick glance towards the room. While I watched from the top of the stairs, the door to the room slowly opened a crack. For a brief moment, I saw something strange in there, a pale face staring at me. "I'm scared, Mummy. They're hiding under my bed." Alison crouched down beside her son, who had curled up in his bed, and pulled the blanket tightly up to his face, his terrified eyes peering out from behind the blue fabric. "Honey, we go through this every night. Always another tale of something hiding under your bed, or hiding in the closet, or hiding in your toy box. There is nothing to be afraid of." "I'm not afraid of them, Mummy. I'm afraid of what they're hiding from." A young girl is playing in her bedroom when she hears her mother call to her from the kitchen. So, she runs downstairs to meet her mother. As she's running through the hallway, the door to the cupboard under the stairs opens, and a hand reaches out and pulls her in. It's her mother. She whispers to her child, "Don't go into the kitchen." I heard it too.